Hello, everybody. My name is Drew, and today we're going to be talking about the January release notes and just be giving a quick overview of some of the highlights from it. Um, Now, you might notice that January's releases look to be a little bit less action-packed than our typical month of releases, and that's for good reason because we've got a major release that is being worked on right now as I record, and we're going to be announcing it very soon. So, this is just the tip of the iceberg. So, firstly, we want to talk about the text email capture. So, you might be familiar with our ability to capture names via text. Like, in other words, somebody texts in a keyword, it's a number that you don't know from Adam, so you can have a autoresponder that goes to them, asking them what their first name is, or actually even their full name, and it will be set to capture what they respond with. Well, we've now got support for emails as well. So you could ask them their first name, then you could also ask them their email. So you're able to find this under communications, text, templates, and I've got an email capture template here. Um, like usual, this isn't a complete how-to, so look to our help center or our AI bot for some of the details. But you can see right here, it's a fairly simple thing to set up, and there's a lot of guidance as well built into the UI. Moving right along, our schedulers now have the ability to build in a break for you. How nice. Typically, you can just do this with a recurring meeting built into your actual calendar that blocks off that time slot. So also like little one-off times where you need to block things off or vacations or things along those lines, just go to your calendar and set up a busy blocked meeting or event on your calendar, and our scheduler will respect that. But here's a way that you can also build in those breaks into your scheduler. So again, this is under automations, schedulers. We're looking at an actual scheduler right here, and you can do this from the scheduling tab. Under your availability, you can give it your overall availability, and you can also now add in breaks and tell it what times you want to have those breaks be set. Now, additionally, I'm just going to talk about a couple of other things that have been added here. We've also enhanced our contacts importer so that it handles the contacts requirement of first name or email. Like in our system in general, when you're adding a contact, you have to have either a first name or an email. Now we're also having our importer for contacts have that same kind of requirement. So we're just letting our importer match our UI a little bit better. We've also added merge tags that can be for your phone number and your text number in E64 format. So what does that do? It's primarily built for virtual business cards so that you can have either your phone number or your ByteCloud texting number nice and clickable for people like when they're going to do like a tap to dial or tap to text. And this is especially built for our agency users so that your admins are able to manage these virtual business cards as a service for you. Also, there's another scheduler update as well. And so this is for people who sometimes have flurries of people booking meetings with you. Nice problem to have, right? Now, what some people have found is that you might have two people who are clicking on at the same time on the same day, and they're doing this at exactly like the same time. So you've got two people basically filling out that scheduler um, at the same time, and they don't know it, but they're in a race. And previously, if they had already selected that slot and they're filling out the scheduler, they could both book the same time. Well, our system now, when you are clicking that schedule button, it'll recheck that availability. So if somebody else beat another one, even by a moment, our system will catch that and tell them that time is already spoken for. So that just about does it. Of course, look to our release notes for this month and all other ones for all of the details. These are just the highlights, and of course, as usual, we're always working on bugs and other day-to-day improvements throughout the system. But until then, stay tuned for our big announcement coming soon.